Hello guys and welcome back to NCAA 2014 Dynasty mode here on the Air Force Falcons. We are going into week 4 of our first season. First, we're going to look at recruiting here to see what has changed since the last video. So since the last video, we have found a couple different guys. There's this Corey Joseph guy, just an athlete. I found that we don't have a ton of points to throw in right now, but he's only 14% locked, so there may be a chance that we can maybe dump some points in him and maybe drag it off into the off season. It does look like Alabama has a pretty high total point there, but even though we're only at 135, it looks like these other teams probably aren't adding points on him, which means we might have a chance to get him. We'll see. Then we also have this running back here, Brigham Livingston. I don't think he was on the last time. He's just a power back, 85 speed, 78 trucking. He's a pretty high overall player. That's why I'm putting all the points in him. But I don't really think he'll be that dynamic on a team, and he might honestly play fullback if we get him. But he'd be a very good fullback for our offense. So yeah, not a whole lot has changed since the last week, and I'm pretty much out of scouting points already. So we're just going to jump into this next game versus Wyoming. Looks like we are currently ranked as second in rush offense in the NCAA, so that's pretty nice to see. But that's to be expected because we really don't throw the ball at all. In passing, we are currently 126th, and I don't know how many teams there are in the NCAA. I should probably check. Alright, and we are all ready to go here versus Wyoming. Now let's see if we can get off to a hot start this game. We have not had a good start to any of the games we have played yet. So let's see if we can at least score some points on our first few drives here. Sutton's going to take this kickoff, go up the left sideline. We got a couple blocks and all the way down to the 35-yard line. Very nice return there by Sutton. Block set up real nice there. Great play. Alright, so here we are going to start this drive at the 35-yard line with a triple option play, keeping it with the quarterback and pitching at the last second to Saucier. Not the fastest, but definitely has enough speed to get around that edge there. You give him that much space, a 30-yard run. Nice play there to start off this game. Let's see if we can build upon that on the next play. So after that huge play, Aaron Worthman is going to keep it here. Should have given it off to the fullback on that one. A loss of 1, setting up a 2nd and 11. Alright, here on 2nd and 11. This time out of the shotgun, running another read option, going right up the middle. Right up the middle, Worthman for 17 yards, all the way down into the red zone here on the first drive, looking good. Now Air Force is in scoring position. They give it off to Saucier. He breaks the tackle, falls forward for 9 yards, setting up a 2nd and 1 from about the 8-yard line, 9-yard line. There it is. Let's see if they can punch it in on the first drive and make a statement for the rest of the game here. Going to hand it off to the wide receiver. 6 yards there. Going to get all the way down to about the 3-yard line. A nice bit of misdirection there to throw the other team off. And now that sets up a 1st and goal. We're going to run this option play, giving it out to the running back. And he's going to lose about a yard. Wasn't really anything there. Let's see if we can pick this one up here. Can we get a few blocks? Not going to give it to the fullback. And I definitely should have pitched it on that one. Still got a yard. Now let's see if we can find something that'll work here on the goal line. Alright, here on 3rd and goal, going to pitch it out to the running back. Doesn't get a block from the receiver. They are going to stop us on about the 2-yard line. And we are just going to kick the field goal here. That is 3 times in a row they had basically stopped us for no gain. So let's just take the points while we can and go up. First Wyoming 3-0 after the first drive. Let's see if we can get a stop on defense here. Looks like Boise State has beaten Fresno State. We just beat Boise State, so I guess that's good to know that it's not a fluke. Maybe Boise State is a good team. Here they have Johnson on the kick return, and we missed the tackle. And he's going to push forward all the way to about the 37-yard line. Man, we needed to do a better job. We really need to do a better job on kick returns. All right, here, 1st and 10. We are probably going to stick with cover 3 for most of the game, as that is what has worked for us more than anything else. We'll see if it keeps working. They handed off to Overstreet for 23 yards right up the middle. He ran through 3 guys there. That's insane. All right, let's see if we can actually stop the run here. We don't need them just running the ball. Not like that all game. Another draw play. They're going to give it to him, and he's going to break another tackle. A 15-yard run just like that, and now he is already over almost 40 yards, 38 yards and 2 runs. Now, part of the reason we haven't been doing good in our first few games is our defense hasn't been good in the first half either. Oh, Johnson's not going to be able to get that interception, but he was going for it. That was close. But yeah, hopefully our defense can start doing a lot better in these first halves. And that'll make it so we don't have to have 20-point comebacks every time we get in the 3rd quarter. And the running back is going to go break a tackle and then run 20 yards untouched after that into the end zone for a touchdown, setting up a 7-3 deficit. So what does Air Force do now? They're coming out in a shotgun formation. They're going to motion out the tight end to the slot. Now handing it off to the running back up the middle. Number 24 is going to get hit hard after a 7-yard run. Pretty big hit on that last play. But let's see if we can get an option here. Going to give it to Worthman right up the middle, falling forward to about the 40-yard line. Nice play there. All right, looks like this time we're going to motion the running back and going to pick up that fumble. It's kind of a weird pitch, didn't quite work. I think I hit the lead back there or something. Luckily, we fall on it and actually gained a couple yards that time. All right, now here on 3rd and 7 out of the shotgun. Can they stop the triple option this time? We fumble it again on back-to-back plays, and they are going to almost take this in for the touchdown. Stopped at about the 4-yard line. We definitely need to do a better job at finding the right time to pitch the ball sometimes, or we are going to be in situations like this all season long. And they're going to throw it across the middle, getting them all the way down to about a 2nd and inches right on the goal line. They're going to go right up the middle, and Overstreet's just going to absolutely destroy that safety on that play coming through and punch it in for his 2nd touchdown of the 1st quarter. So this is looking a lot like the last couple of games. At the start, Air Force has not been doing good, moving the ball a little bit, but then maybe fumbling it or having some other kind of miscue throw them off in the first half. And now we are already losing this game by 9 points after basically going down the field on the first possession without any problems. So now after that 6-yard run, we have a 2nd and 4. We are going to run this screen play, throwing it across the field, and it gets swatted down. Very lucky by them. He had a lot of room to run on that play. Could have been a huge play if he had gotten that ball. Now on 3rd and 4, another option play, this time to the quarterback. Gonna keep it. 20-yard run there on 3rd and 4. Nice play there to keep the drive alive, and nice job blocking by the receiver on that play as well. And now on 1st and 10, receiver in motion, gonna give it to him again. Another wide receiver run. 13 yards that time. Good job by the tight end getting out there, getting a block, as well as number 24. Nice block on that play, setting up that 13-yard run. Now on 1st and 10, Worthman is going to keep it again when he should give it off. Should have been a nice little run there by the fullback. Worthman has not been giving it to him in this game so far. There have been a few opportunities to hand it off, and he has not really capitalized on them. Now on 2nd and 11, another option play. This time out to Saucier. No gain on the play, setting up a 3rd and 10 situation where most teams would probably throw the ball. And now on 3rd and 10, they are running a fake option play. Going to give it off to Saucier. Nice throw there. Keeping it in bounds. Giving him an opportunity to stay in bounds and cut up field. 14-yard reception. Nice play there. Picking up the 1st down. And now let's see if we can get a score here, hopefully. And Worthman's just going to keep it this time. Not going to risk pitching it out to Remsburg on that one. Could have been a fumble, so let's just keep it and see if we can finally get ourselves a touchdown on this drive. Now here on 2nd and 10, another option play. This one out to Saucier, breaks another tackle. Broke 2 tackles on that play. Only a 1-yard run though, setting up a 3rd and 9, but we are in field goal range, so that is good. Alright, now on 3rd and 9, will Air Force throw the ball? No, they will run it here with Saucier right up the middle. Got 12 yards on that play. On a 3rd and 9, they decide to run the ball, and they do pick it up, luckily for them. Alright, so here we are, 2nd and goal. Can Air Force punch it in? They are going to run another option play. Worthman's just going to dive into the end zone. 6-yard touchdown, and now Air Force with this extra point would make it a 4-point game. But Air Force does not want a 4-point game. They are going to go for this extra point. We just have to find the right play. Alright, here on the extra point, Air Force is going to go for it. Try to make this a 3-point game, but not going to get it. Wyoming stops them literally on the inch line, and this is going to be a 5-point game going forward. So now after allowing Wyoming to go down the field and then Wyoming scoring on that short field, let's see if Air Force can finally put a stop to a drive. But now they have the quarterback going off for 25 yards on a simple option play. That's not good enough. This defense really needs to do a better job versus the run, and that has been evident all season so far. Here on 2nd and 10, they are going to pass the ball and throws it up to the tight end. Can't make the catch in traffic. Pretty good play there by our linebacker to come up and deflect that one. Now on 3rd and 10, they will probably pass the ball. Throwing it out to Mayfield. He is going to push through 3 guys to get the 1st down. 13-yard reception. Nice play by Mayfield there. Basically bullying his way down the field for a 1st down to keep this drive alive for Wyoming. Now on 1st and 10, they are running a blitz play. They don't blitz very often. Now on 2nd and 6, a screen play out to number 14, 11 yards. And it looks like Air Force is having plenty of troubles on this drive. Not doing a very good job. First the run or the pass. Not looking good at all. Now a toss play. So on 1st down, Air Force stopped them for a pretty nice loss there. Let's see what they can do on 2nd down. See if we can stop them again. And Overstreet's going to cut up the middle. Safety completely misses him, and he scores another touchdown. That is his 3rd touchdown of the 1st half. This is insane. 21-9. It looks like we have seen this before. Almost every week. Actually, every week through 3 weeks, we have had a score just like this. Now Sutton on the kick return is going to give us some life again. He's been doing pretty good on kick returns this year. If he was a little bit faster, he might have a couple touchdowns already. But now this Air Force offense, let's see if they can do anything after going down the field and scoring a touchdown in the last drive. Let's see if they can put another good drive together. So on 1st and 10, another screenplay this time. They do get out to the running back. No blocks there though. Wasn't much room on that one. Setting up a 2nd and 12. So now on 1st and 10, another running play up the middle to Saucier. Only 4 yards on that one. Nothing crazy. Setting up a 3rd and 8. Not looking good right now for Air Force. And Air Force really needs to do something right now, because after halftime, Wyoming's going to get the ball back, and they're going to want to go down the field and score. Now Worthman's going to go right up the middle for 11 yards. Not going to pitch it on that one. Pick up the easy first down. So on 1st and 10, another triple option play out to Remsburg. Breaks the tackle. Tries to break another to about the 43-yard line there. Just a 4-yard run. A lot of excitement there, but couldn't quite make that last guy miss. And now we have a 2nd and 6. A quick handoff to the fullback, going to push forward and almost get the first down. Looked like he might have gotten close there. 3rd and inches on this one. And now Air Force is coming out with 2 fullbacks on this play. Usually only 1 fullback in the game. Now they got 2. Let's see what they're going to do on this one. On 3rd and inches, they're going to hand it off on a toss play. And Remsburg's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. What were they thinking on that one? Now on 4th and 2, this looks like a good opportunity for Air Force to try and steal a possession. Let's see if they can pick up this first down. Remsburg's cutting to the inside, then back out all the way down to the sideline. A 30-yard run on 4th and 2. Nice moves in the open field there. And nice blocking on the counter play. And now we have a 1st and goal after that exciting run. Remsburg is really fun to watch in the open field. Remsburg really knows what to do in the open field. He definitely has a good ability. He definitely has the ability to make people miss in the open field. Now on 2nd and goal, an option play, handing it off to the running back. Going to cut up field, cut back against the grain. And Saucier's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. And now we have another decision to make. Do we want to go for 2? So Air Force will just kick the extra point here. 21-16. Let's see if we can hold them before the end of the half. So after a 33-yard return, they are in pretty good field position here at the 32-yard line. Let's see what Wyoming decides to do on this drive. So now on 1st and 10, they are going to throw the ball to the outside. And Tyree Mayfield's going to get 12 yards there. Does get out of bounds, luckily for them. And now they're going with a man coverage look. We don't see this very often from Air Force. And looks like he got that play to C.J. Johnson across the middle. Nice catch. Looked like the corner might have an opportunity on that one, but the receiver broke away at the last second. And now Wyoming's in very good field position here. Could easily score before the end of half. Hopefully we can hold them to only a field goal attempt. So after a draw play on 1st down, we have a 2nd and 8. And let's see what happens on this one. They're going to throw it across the middle to Josh Harshman. 21 yards. Throws it right over a linebacker on that one. That is frustrating to watch. Big hit there by number 40. But they still got the reception. 2nd and 3. They're running the hurry up now. And now on 2nd and 3, they're running another pass play across the middle. We're going to call it timeout. Let's see what happens. They're probably going to kick the field goal. And they are going to go for the field goal to make this a 24-16 game. 8 points there. That is still 1 possession technically for Air Force, so that is good. But other than that, nothing good for this defense so far this game. So in the last game, it was a pick 6 to seal the deal when we were trying to put away Boise State. Let's see what happens this game. So after a 10-yard run on 1st down, they have 1st down again from about the 35. They're going to throw it across the middle. It looked like Johnson had a chance there to go get that ball, but he must have not seen the ball get tipped at the line. So now on 2nd and 10, Wyoming is going to throw the ball. They're not going to throw it. They're not going to throw it to the guy who was covering. They're going to throw it to the flat route. And now that sets up a 3rd and 7. Let's see if we can get off the field. And they throw it outside again to number 29. Overstreet, a 3-yard reception. But we finally force a 4th down. I don't even know when the last time we forced a 4th down. That's nice to finally see our defense do something good. And now Air Force has forced the first punt of the game. And one of the first punts of the season. I believe we've only forced like maybe 4 punts in 3 games. That's not good. But now here on 1st and 10, there's another one of these counter plays, running it to the outside. Remsburg trying to outrun that safety, does. Stumbles a little bit, still a 25-yard run. Now up to 71 yards and 7 runs. Pretty good stat line there. Very good job going around that corner. I did not think he would quite make it. So after that big run, let's see what happens here on 1st and 10. Another option play. This one's going to the quarterback. Cuts up the field. Tries to put a spin move on that safety. Doesn't quite happen, but still a nice play there to pick up another big run. Another big 1st down on a run. And Air Force loves to see that. Look at that. 34 rushes, 3 passes. That is how we want to play offense. And we are going to pitch it out here to Sanders. Loses a yard on the play. Nothing really happening on that one. So after a couple of big runs, let's see if Air Force can go punch this in and convert a 2-point conversion to tie this game up. Worthman going right up the middle for another 14-yard run on this option play. It looks like Wyoming's having some trouble stopping the option. No matter what Air Force has done, it has pretty much worked outside of that one fumble. And now on 1st and 10, another option. This time the flex bone. We don't see it as much anymore. And Remsburg can't fall on the ball. And number 88 has the ball. He's going to go all the way down and score a touchdown. Not going to quite catch up to him. That's ridiculous. Pretty much just pitched it a little too late. Probably could have pitched it right now. But it's hard to do that when the corner's coming off the block, because I'm really reading this guy. That's the guy we're supposed to read on this play. So when the corner comes off the block, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hard to react that quickly. But that's an issue we're gonna run into with the option play. That's kind of what I wanted to do this Dynasty, because I knew it would be difficult. So now, after being very close to tying up this game, Air Force is now losing by 15 points. So all that hope that we had looks like it might have been taken out of the stadium on that one. And now Air Force has to find a way to get another defensive stop if they want to get back in this game. Now on 1st and 10, Air Force wants to run this play again. And the corner comes off the block again. Disrupts that option play, and Air Force might have to come up with a different formation than that one. So after a few really bad option plays on 2nd and 8 here, just going to hand it up to Remsburg with a couple fullbacks in front. Got 2 yards. Now it's 3rd and 6. Let's see if Air Force can pick up this 1st down. Very important 1st down here. If we don't pick this up, it may really hurt us going into the 4th quarter. Alright, so we have another triple option, this time out of the shotgun. And Worthman does have an opportunity here to pitch it. Does get it back to Remsburg. Couldn't quite get past that one guy, but still a pretty nice play. Now we have a decision to make. We would definitely sub in the backup fullback because he's pretty good too. So now on 1st and 10, what are we going to do? Hand it off to Saucy up the middle, and defense tackle makes a very nice play there. Diving forward to stop Saucy from picking up that 1st down. Looked like it was inevitable. Now on 3rd and 2, we are going to keep it up the middle again with Worthman. 8 yards on that one. He's probably well over 100 yards. Yes, 118 yards on the day. So on 1st and 10, Air Force is going to motion the tight end out to the right. And he's not going to make a block. Kind of double teams the one guy. And the other guy pretty much comes right around. Makes a nice play in the backfield. So now on 1st and 10, what we see, Air Force here, Remsburg's going to break another tackle. He's done a really good job this game breaking tackles and turning nothing into something. Now on 3rd and 4, another option play. This time, Remsburg is the dive back, getting 8 yards, and he's getting very close to 100 yards on the day. So after that play, 1st and 10, let's see if Air Force can pick this one up. This is a shovel pass. We have not seen this play yet this year, and it doesn't go over too well. Try to make a decision there, and it looked like there really was nowhere to go on that one. Probably should have just taken the loss. So now on 1st and 10, our defense is in a pretty good situation here. Not the worst field position. Maybe they can make a stop, but they're going to give it out to the running back for a 5-yard gain. All right, this is going to be another pass play. Going to give it out to Conway. Making it a 3rd and inches, the defensive end came from across the formation to make that tackle. Now on 3rd and inches, they are going to run a toss play out to the outside, and Overstreet's going to pick up the 1st down with ease. Pretty good blocking on that one. And now after that play, we have a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. So they throw a screen pass. Very bad pass there. Is going to be a negative 2-yard gain as a fumble on that one. Did not work out. Now on 1st and 10, they're thrown out to Mayfield. Makes a very good catch in traffic. Very risky pass there by this quarterback. Very questionable decision. So Kyle Johnson has a minor injury. Looks like we're going to play him and see if we can get off the field here on a 3rd and 7. So now on 3rd and 7, let's see what we can do. We really need to get off the field here. This may be one of our last opportunities to try and win the game, but get a sack. Lost the 12 yards. They definitely have to punt now. Very nice play there. Oh, it was a screen. I didn't even recognize that screen play. Good call. So they call a fake. I have never seen a fake punt in this game. Picking up the 1st down on 4th and 19. They call a fake. Throw it to the receiver in the seam. And he picks up the 1st down. That is insane. So after that fake punt on 1st and 10, a draw play, going to get whacked by the safety there after a 3-yard run. Nice play by the safety, filling that gap and making the tackle as well. We have seen a lot of missed tackles this game. So on 1st and 10, another pass play. He's looking to go across the middle, not open, but he does scramble for a few yards, picks up the 1st down. Lucky for them, he picked up that 1st down because they were coming after him. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what happens. Can they stop them? Another run right up the middle. And Kapula can't make the tackle, but he loses a couple after gaining a few. Still a 5-yard run. Looks like they'll be on the 2-yard line still, even though he ran backwards. All right. So now on the goal line, Air Force has to make a stand here to stay in this game. They really would not have an opportunity to win if they don't stop him here. And Counters is going to go right through the gap, meet him in the gap, gets run over, and another touchdown for Overstreet. I believe that's his 4th touchdown of the game. So it looks like now a 3-possession game. Air Force is probably out of this one. Unless something miraculous happens, this game is going to be probably over. So now on 1st and 10, Air Force is kind of in a sticky situation where they probably should pass the ball, but they don't know if they really want to. Here on 1st and 10, they are going to throw it out to the receiver, and it's going to be probably a pick 6 unless Worthman can make a ridiculous play. And it is a pick 6 by Antonio Hull. Nice job by the corner there. Thought we had a good matchup. Didn't quite happen. And now this game is over for sure. So we got a nice return there. Meaningless return, but nice return nonetheless. Now let's see if we can just have a couple more first downs and maybe get some more experience from getting some extra points and yards, because this game is completely over. As Ramsburg rushes forward for a few yards, getting close to 100, I believe is very close to 100 yards in the game. Definitely going to try and get him that, because he probably deserves it. Now to Saucer up the middle, going to run over a guy and fall forward for 15 yards. Pretty impressive on that one. That's one of his best plays so far this year. Now 2nd and 15 after that huge loss. Picking up 1 yard, making it a 3rd and 14. Probably not going to pick up this one, but we will try. Now on 3rd and 14, they're just going to hand it off to Remsburg again. Cutting to the outside, trying to pick up this first down. Breaks the tackle. A 9-yard run there, putting him over 100 yards on the day. They might not pick up this one, but it's pretty meaningless either way. Let's see if they can maybe pick it up. And going to get very close here, cutting back towards the middle of the field. Another 4-yard run. Turning it over on downs. Let's see what the defense can do here. Maybe get a turnover or something. Now we have 2nd and 4. Another run here. Overstreet's going to cut to the outside, then cut back inside for a 10-yard run there. Averaging 8.6 yards a carry. Pretty nice day for him. Whoa. And now another screen play. Could have been intercepted. Was deflected there. That could have made things more interesting, but didn't quite happen for Air Force. And now on 2nd and 10, they're going with an empty set. This is really weird. And a big hit by the linebacker on Trevor Vanderwall. Luckily, he didn't fumble it. Yeah, now 3rd and 2. Let's see if they run another run up here. And they do run it right up the middle. 4th and inches. I would assume they're going to go for it here, but we'll see. Looks like they are going to kick the field goal to try and take a 48-16 lead. Don't quite make the field goal. Even when missing that field goal, this is still almost a 30-point game in the 4th quarter. Now Worthman hands it off to the receiver again, going to the outside. Sanders. A nice 8-yard run there. Kind of meaningless, but it's nice to see this offense still moving the ball. And this offense has honestly moved the ball all game. It's just been a couple fumbles that have really been the story of this game, that have held us back, and our defense not being able to stop Wyoming at all. We did force 2 punts, but that's not good enough. Definitely have to do a better job versus the run, especially in the first half. But I guess this begs the question, where does Air Force go from here? Are they going to continue to keep trying to run this triple option for the remainder of the season? Are they going to keep Worthman in at quarterback? Even though he has been doing very good, he has been making some pretty bad decisions when it comes to the option. Just simple miscues, fumbles. You know, we got to do a better job, or else we're not going to be in these types of games. This is a game that we probably could have won if we had not had those fumbles. So that's something we have to really work on going forward here. Now here on 3rd and 1, handing it off to Remsburg again on this lead play. Just a couple yards. Look at that total yards. We have almost 100 yards more. Actually, more than 100 yards more than Wyoming this game. Capping it off with another touchdown there for Worthman. Very meaningless play. But overall, I think we really just needed to make a few more plays this game when it comes to those fumbles, and we might have won. So that's got to feel good for our running backs and good for our offensive line, honestly, because they did a pretty good job this game opening up holes. The running backs did a pretty good job falling forward, breaking tackles, making guys miss in the open field as well, and following blocks. And that's really what we want to see, is a team that's competitive, and I think we were competitive this game outside of those 3 fumbles. This was a pretty solid game from the offense. Yep, does look like they are going to run it one more time here. Not going to kneel the ball, but they will run it, looks like, one more time. Right up the middle here. And Bagnell's going to get off the block and get a user tackle. And that will probably call it here. For Air Force versus Wyoming, week 4. Doesn't go over too well for us. Overall, I got to find some better ways to scheme up this defense to stop the run. But I think that will come in time. As well as the ability to make better decisions in the option play. I think that's something that will come in time. I haven't played in a few weeks. And, yeah, made a couple bad decisions. And that really costed us this game. It's kind of crazy. But, hey, we ran for quite a bit of yards. Let's look at the stats here and see what happened this game. Yeah, we only threw the ball 2 times this game for 12 yards. Yeah, it did have that 1 interception, was a pick 6, but we needed to score 3 touchdowns in like 7 minutes, and I pretty much just forced it in there. On the day rushing, we had 3 guys over 100. That's pretty cool to see. And yeah, pretty good job overall. Nobody averaged less than 6 yards a carry, so that's pretty good. Ramsburg did not have a touchdown, but he did have a very good day. Worthman obviously had the most yards, most touchdowns, and also had 7 yards a carry. But he did have those 4 fumbles. One of them we recovered. Looking on defense for the day, I believe we only had 1 sack the entire game. And probably 1 tackle for loss. Oh, we had a couple tackles. 2 tackles for loss. Okay. Yeah, not great looking. Not good for our defense. Not good for our defensive line, especially getting dominated by their offensive line. They pretty much ran the ball on us, and we could not stop it. We were missing a lot of tackles. Now, in the beginning of the 4th quarter, we did stop them a couple times. And yeah, that was basically me blitzing, I think, and trying to really stop the run and force them to throw the ball. Luckily, well, it looks like after that game, we still have a couple bits of good news here. Looking at the coaching tree, we have 2 guys that leveled up, offensive and defensive coordinators. Both leveled up that game. So we will put 1 more into run stopping, as well as 1 more into up tempo to keep our best players on the field for offense. And I guess that's about it for this episode. Looking at NCAA rushing leaders, Worthman is currently in 3rd place as our quarterback, as well as Bagnell leading the NCAA in tackles, as we do use him a lot. Not a whole lot else to talk about here. Not a very good game there. Looking at our next game, we are playing against Nevada. They are currently scoring only 23 points a game, right about where we are. And it looks like their defense hasn't been very good either, so maybe that means we'll be able to run the ball on them. And yeah, we will save that for the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.